Ladies and gentlemen, at this very moment, President Trump is putting the finishing touches on a proposal that would grant every American a $5,000 tax refund. And let me tell you, this has Democrats in complete disarray. This initiative, known as the Doge Dividend, is truly groundbreaking. As many of you already know, the Department of Government Efficiency has been aggressively cutting out fraud and waste from the federal budget. To date, they have successfully eliminated over $55 billion in unnecessary spending, with the ultimate target set at $2 trillion by 2026. So, how does the Doge dividend actually work? It's simple. For every dollar saved by the Department of Government Efficiency, American taxpayers receive 20% back in the form of a tax refund. When you crunch the numbers, that equates to a $5,000 refund for every tax-paying American. According to the official Doge dividend proposal document, President Trump has 4 key reasons for pursuing this plan. Key Cap 1. Correcting past injustices done to taxpayers. Key Cap 2. Sharing the benefits of cost-cutting directly with the American people. Key Cap 3. Boosting tax morale, encouraging a stronger sense of fairness in the system. Key Cap 4. Incentivizing workforce participation in 2025, driving more Americans into the labor force. And here's the best part. Since this tax refund is fueled by spending cuts rather than new financing, it will have zero inflationary impact. Personally, I think this is a brilliant move, but, unsurprisingly, not everyone is on board. Over at CNN, they're doing everything in their power to discredit this plan. But before we break that down, I want to quickly ask, if you enjoy these daily news updates, please subscribe to the channel. Your support really helps me fight back against the YouTube algorithm. Now, let's take a moment to watch Stephen Miller, one of Trump's top political advisors, completely dismantle CNN's attempt to spin this narrative. The American people are sick and tired of seeing their tax dollars wasted, misused, and outright stolen. For the first time in history, we have a president who is committed to accountability at every level of government. You can try to argue that there is no waste in the Pentagon. You can claim there is no waste in the Treasury. But if you acknowledge there is fraud, corruption, and inefficiency, why aren't you celebrating these cuts? Every day that reforms are delayed, billions of hard-earned tax dollars vanish forever. And what does CNN do? They try to shut him down, dismissing his points and refusing to engage in a real conversation. Stephen, let's calm down. This isn't a debate. But Miller doesn't back down. I will not calm down. I am thrilled that we are saving Americans billions. We are putting an end to corruption, waste, and reckless government spending. We are preventing taxpayer dollars from funding a bloated federal bureaucracy that has worked against the American people for too long. You may not care about this, but the American people do. And the overwhelming majority fully supports President Trump's actions. Folks, what I love about that moment is that it proves making America great again is no longer up for debate. The facts speak for themselves, and the American people are finally seeing real accountability in action. We all cast our votes to give President Trump a clear mandate to restore this nation, and that is exactly what's unfolding right now. What's truly unfortunate is that, despite the majority of Americans supporting his policies, the mainstream media continues to push its progressive agenda. Elon Musk made an insightful observation about this just last night. Take a look. Pushpin, every time they attack the administration, they accuse it of the very things they themselves are guilty of. They claim actions are unconstitutional, yet their own actions violate the Constitution. They always use this strategy, pointing fingers while covering up their own misdeeds. It's all a massive deception, and it's incredibly harmful to this country. And let's not even start on the media. When I occasionally tune into MSNBC, which I rarely do, it's shocking how dishonest and arrogant they are. These people are simply awful. And he's right. Americans are fed up with the hypocrisy. It's no surprise that mainstream media ratings are plummeting. But do you know whose numbers are not crashing? Let's take a look at this. Bar chart. Donald Trump and the Republican Party have completely transformed the political landscape. Heavy checkmark. In 2017, Democrats had a 5-point lead over Republicans in the electorate. Heavy checkmark. In 2021, when Joe Biden took office, that lead expanded to 6 points. Heavy check mark, but now, as of February 2025, the momentum has shifted. Republicans now outnumber Democrats, +2. What does this mean? It means that Trump and the Republican Party have redefined voter demographics, turning former Democrats and independents into Republican supporters. Additionally, new voters entering the system overwhelmingly lean Republican. With Republicans solidly backing Trump, this creates an unstoppable political force that defies conventional expectations and gives Trump a net positive approval rating, something that was far more elusive during his first term. Small blue diamond, in other words, Trump is rewriting the political playbook and doing things his way. As I mentioned earlier, he's taking a page out of Frank Sinatra's book and doing things his way. So what's the key takeaway from all of this? President Trump hasn't just rebuilt the Republican Party, he's also reshaping America. And here's the truth. Democrats are still struggling to accept this reality. But guess what? Americans are overwhelmingly supporting Trump's agenda. Heavy checkmark border security? Highly favored. Heavy checkmark mass deportations? Widely backed. Heavy checkmark prioritizing America over foreign interests? Strongly supported. Heavy checkmark cutting wasteful government spending? A major win for taxpayers. Heavy checkmark $5,000 tax refunds? Extremely popular. This is precisely why Trump swept every swing state, became the first Republican in 20 years to win the popular vote, and shifted all 50 states to the right in the 2024 election. His approval ratings have hit historic highs because people love what he's doing, and they're tired of the media's manipulation. Just listen to what Chuck Schumer had to say this morning. Loudspeaker, do you believe there is wasteful spending in government that should be cut? Heavy checkmark Schumer. Of course, but you don't just slash everything. We need to carefully evaluate each program through Congress. Police car light, this is the classic misdirection Americans are fed up with. Schumer is pushing the false claim that Trump is recklessly slashing the budget when, in reality, Congress is responsible for the bloated spending in the first place. Let's not forget, Schumer has been in Congress for over 40 years. How much waste has he cut? Absolutely none. This is why the Department of Government Efficiency must continue eliminating fraud and waste, ensuring that taxpayer money goes back into the hands of hardworking Americans rather than being squandered in Washington. Final thoughts. That wraps up today's discussion. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. While you're at it, hit that like button if you found this video informative. Bell if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel for daily news updates. White Heavy Checkmark, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, and see you next time.